Hello, my name is Kitty Schaller and I'm a yoga instructor at Descanso Gardens. Today I'm going to be offering you a short practice so that you can take a little time for yourself and also get a really nice stretch, some stress reduction, and ease any tension you might be feeling. If you don't have a yoga mat, you can spread out a blanket or a towel. You can also do most of these exercises in a chair. I'm here today with my dog Max. He'll probably sleep through most of the practice. All right, so let's get comfortable. You can sit in a cross seat like this if it feels good to you, but if it doesn't, know that you can also try extending one leg out or both legs out, or you can bring your legs to the side. Once you're comfortable in your seated position, you want to move forward on your sit bones. And then think about reaching the top of your head up towards the ceiling. We want to keep the shoulders relaxed. So let's draw the shoulders up towards the ears and then roll them down the back once or twice. Good. And then the hands can rest on the thighs or down on the mat, wherever you can keep those shoulders relaxed. We're going to bring the chin so that it's parallel to the floor now. And we're going to start by taking a nice deep breath in through our nose and exhaling completely through the nose or through the mouth. And do that again. As you breathe in through your nose, you're warming and filtering the air for your body. And as you exhale out, you're getting rid of all that stale air you don't need. If you'd like, you can try placing one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly so you can feel the movement of the air in and out of your lungs. Filling the lungs from the bottom to the top, exhaling out from the top to the bottom. And as you inhale, your belly should expand and your chest should lift. And as you exhale, your chest will soften and your belly will fall towards your spine. Let's close our eyes. This is going to allow us to let go of any distractions and stay focused on our own slow, deep breathing. This slow, deep breathing has many benefits. I'll mention a few. It can help to slow your heart rate and lower your blood pressure. It can help to boost your immunity, which is so important right now. It can help to ease anxiety and reduce tension. So whenever you remember throughout your day, pause and take a few slow, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. We're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. Now, on your next exhalation, go ahead and let your chin fall towards your chest. And interlace your hands behind your back, resting them down on the mat. We're going to draw our chin towards our right shoulder and slowly lift it up and bring it back down and drop it towards the left shoulder. And we'll do that again. So inhale as you lift the chin, and then exhale as you lower it back down. Let's go around one more time. And then when you come through the center this time, go ahead and let your head hang heavy, relax your shoulders and soften your face. And we'll reverse direction. So chin draws towards the left shoulder now. Bring it slowly up and around. Drop it back down towards the right. We'll go around 2 more times. Inhale as you lift the chin. And exhale to lower. And last time around. Good. And then bring the chin through the center. Let the head hang heavy. Release your hands from behind your back. Slowly bring the top of your head back up. All right. Let's drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. We're going to extend our right arm out with the palm up and then place the fingertips just above the left ear. Let's gently guide the right ear towards the right shoulder. Holding here, feeling that nice stretch on the left side of the neck. And then we're going to slide our hand to the back of our head and drop our chin towards our chest. And take a moment here to shake your head gently from side to side a couple of times as if you were saying no. And then nod up and down as if you were saying yes. Release your hand from behind your head and slowly bring the top of your head back up. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So left ear falls towards the left shoulder and we extend the left arm out with the palm up. Placing the fingertips just above the right ear, we're going to guide our ear towards our shoulder. Holding, feeling that nice stretch on the right. And then go ahead and slide your hand to the back of your head, dropping the chin towards the chest. Let's shake the head gently from side to side here a few times. And then nod up and down. And release the hand from the back of our head and slowly bring it back up through the center. Let's switch out whichever leg we had in front. All right, we're going to bring our arms out in front of us now, palms facing each other, and inhale and open really wide, stretching the chest, drawing the shoulder blades in toward each other. Then we're going to exhale and give ourselves a hug and move the shoulder blades away from each other. Good, we'll do it again. Inhale, open really wide and stretch. Exhale, hug with the opposite arm on top and move the shoulder blades away from each other. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, open and stretch. Exhale, give yourself a hug. Good, 1 more time. Inhale, open wide and stretch. Exhale, hug with the opposite arm on top and move those shoulder blades away from each other. All right, and we'll release the arms down now and draw the shoulders up towards the ears. It's a nice exaggerated movement, and then we'll look down the back. I'm going to do that 3 times to release tension from our shoulders. Good, and then we'll forward. Beautiful. All right, let's bring our right hand next to our right hip. We're going to inhale and reach up with our left arm, and then exhale and reach across our body as we slide that right hand out. Inhale again, look up towards your forearm, and then exhale, look down towards your right hand. Good, and then come back up through the center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So plant the left hand next to the left hip. Inhale, reach up with that right arm, and exhale, reach across the body. Slide that left hand out. Inhale, look up towards your forearm. Feel that nice side body stretch. Exhale, look down towards your left hand. And then come all the way back up through the center. Let's take our left hand on our right knee now and our right hand behind us. We're going to sit up nice and tall here, lengthening the spine. And then we'll exhale and slowly turn to look over our right shoulder. And then unwind and place the right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind and do the same thing. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist to look over the left shoulder. And now unwind. All right, let's move into a seated cat-cow. So in this seated cat pose, it's a version of cat-cow. We're going to bring our feet in, so our knees are bent, our feet are about hip distance apart, and then we'll take our hands and place them just below the knees on the shins. This is a great stretch for the back, and it works even if you have a tender low back. So let's inhale and sit up nice and tall and lift the chest and lift the chin and gaze upward. Then we're going to exhale and lean back, holding onto those shins, round the upper back, drop the chin to the chest. And do it again. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, lift the chest, lift the chin to get a nice stretch for the neck. Exhale, lean back, round the back, drop the chin to the chest. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, lean back, round that back. Last one, inhale up, lift the chin. Exhale, lean back, round down. Good. And then come all the way back up through the center. Now let's drop our knees open as we move into a cobbler's pose, which is also known as butterfly pose or bound ankle pose. So we'll start with our hands on our ankles, and we're going to sit up nice and tall here. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale and bend forward from your hips, keeping your hands on your ankles, nice flat back. And then you can just relax your head and look towards the floor. I'm going to lift my head just so you can hear me. You can use your elbows to gently press against your inner thighs to deepen the stretch for the inner thighs and the outer hips, or you can just rest your hands on your thighs. Hold here. And then slowly come up. Let's bring the knees in and move into a staff pose. So for staff pose, we extend both legs straight out in front of us, and we bring the hands on either side of the hips. We're going to sit up nice and tall here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend forward from the hips, keeping your spine long. So you should feel a really nice stretch here through the back of your legs. And then slowly come back and bend your knees. All right, we're going to move into a bent knee seated forward fold. And a lot of times in a seated forward fold, it feels better if your hips are raised up a little bit. So if you'd like, you can fold up the back of your mat just to raise your hips a bit, or you can use a blanket or towel, whatever you have nearby. All right, so once you're up on the raised seat, you want to move to the edge of it and move forward on your sit bones. Now, with the knees bent deeply for this pose, we're going to inhale and lengthen our spine, and then exhale and bend forward over our thighs. And let's relax our hands over our feet here. We're going to add a little shoulder stretch to this. So we'll press one foot into our palm to stretch out our shoulder area and our upper back. And then we'll relax that foot and press the opposite foot into our palm. Let's do that a couple more times. Press like you're pressing on a gas pedal, and release, and switch sides. Okay, one more on each side. That's my foot slipping. All right, now you're going to release your hands from the top of your feet and slide your heels out just a little bit, even if it's a quarter inch. Just see if you can straighten those legs a teeny bit more. You want to keep the torso low over the thighs here, and we're just going to relax our head and hold. All right, slowly come up, release whatever you were seated on. We're going to move into seated chest expansion now. Seated chest expansion is a great way to open up the front of the body and stretch the chest. So we'll extend both legs out in front of us and slide our hands behind us. We're going to lift the chest up and lift the chin up and gaze up towards the ceiling, drawing the shoulder blades in toward each other. Again, to open up the front of the body. And then slowly come up, and we'll move into a pose to open up our hips. So this is going to be a pose that's a modified rock-a-baby pose. We're going to take our right ankle and cross it just above our left knee. And then with the hands behind us for support, we're going to bend that left knee and then slowly use our hands to push ourselves forward a little bit. So we're getting a really nice hip stretch on the right side. If you're sitting in a chair, you can cross your ankle over your knee and bend forward over that leg to open up your hip area. And then straighten that leg out and we'll switch sides. Cross the left ankle just above the right knee, bend that right knee, and then use your hands behind you to bring your body forward towards your thigh. Should feel a really nice hip opening on the left side. Good, now straighten that leg and remove the left leg. And let's stretch out our feet a little bit. So we're going to separate our feet a little wider than hip distance. And we're going to draw our big toes in toward each other and then circle them away. Let's do that 3 times. Our feet don't get a lot of love. They give us a lot of support. Let's reverse direction. But a lot of times we forget about them and they're crammed into our shoes all day. They really can use a good stretch as often as you remember. Okay, bring the feet to neutral now. You're going to flex your feet and draw your big toes in towards your shins. And then point your toes and extend them away. And do that again. Flex, extend. Good, one last time. Flex, feel that stretch through the back of the calves, and then extend. Now bring your feet to neutral, and you're going to imagine that your toes are like fingers, and we're going to make a fist with our feet. So you're going to squeeze your toes in really tight like you're making a fist, and then spread them out as wide as you can. And do that again. Squeeze them in, spread them out. Last time, squeeze those toes in and spread them out. And then just wiggle your feet around a little bit. Let everything loosen up. The ankles, toes. Good. All right, let's return to any comfortable seated position. And we're going to stretch out our hands and our wrists. So we'll bring our right hand to shoulder height, palm down, and then we're going to drop our fingertips down towards the ground and use the left hand to gently draw those fingers in towards your body. So I'll turn a little bit sideways so you can see me. You're drawing those fingers in gently. And then you'll flip your palm up and drop your fingers down towards the ground and do the same thing. So you're stretching more on the inside of the wrist now. Okay, release, and you can circle the wrists around once or twice in each direction, and we'll go to the other side. So bring the left arm, palm down, shoulder height, and drop the fingers down towards the ground. And then take your right hand at the back of those fingers and draw them in towards your torso. And then flip your palm up and drop your fingers down towards the ground and do the same thing. Good. Release and circle the wrist around a couple of times. Okay, let's close with a breathing exercise. This is a 4-7-8 breath. It's a great breath to practice when you're feeling a little bit stressed or anxious, or if you're having trouble falling asleep at night. The exhalation is going to be twice as long as the inhalation, which signals to the body that it's time to relax. So let's start by placing our tongue at the back of our 2 front teeth. That's going to help relax the jaw, which we tend to clench sometimes without even realizing it. So tongue at the back of the front teeth, we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose for a count of 4. And then hold that air in for a count of 7. And then exhale out the mouth for a count of 8. Good, let's do it again. Inhale through the nose for a count of 4. Hold that air for a count of 7. Exhale out the mouth for a count of 8. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose for 4. Maintain that air for a count of 7. Exhale out the mouth for a count of 8. All right, I'd like to offer one more exercise to help relax you on any days you're feeling especially stressed or you just need a little break. So this exercise works best if you start again with your tongue at the back of your 2 front teeth to relax your jaw. And it also works best with the eyes closed. So softly closing the eyes, we're going to think about relaxing the center of our forehead, releasing any pressure or tension we feel there. And then moving out towards the temples, doing the same thing, relaxing. And then letting the ears drop towards the floor. That's going to help soften the face. And then smooth out the cheeks. Let the jaw relax by opening and closing it a few times. And then just keeping the teeth slightly parted. And now we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose. And exhale out through the mouth. And do that again. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. And then slowly open your eyes. Take one more deep breath in now, reaching both arms up over your head, bringing your palms together, and then lowering your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me in my yoga practice today. Namaste.